hosted by Friends of the Amarillo Public Library. They are the nonprofit organization that supports the library by providing funds for everything that we do that is not financed through taxpayer dollars. So that ends up being our summer reading club, for example. That's a hugely expensive program, and they pay for all of it.
Cosplay is incredibly important to the community. A lot of people come simply to cosplay because they don't get the opportunity too many times a year here in Amarillo. Cosplay is just a really, really big part of the comics culture.
If you can't read, it's hard to apply for jobs, it's hard to get good jobs. You can't read the labels on your medication, you can't read warning signs. So reading is really important, literacy of all kinds, not just being able to read, but being computer literate, being financially literate. These are all things that the Amarillo Public Library tries to help people do, and Amicon helps pay for that by supporting Friends of the Amarillo Public Library.
The importance of literacy to me, just as an English teacher, is what Herman Melville said so many hundreds of years ago. He said, we read literature for the shock of recognition, which means that we read to see ourselves in these characters and these stories. And I would say we read to see that people survive these things, and that's what draws us to story.
Comics is where I actually learned how to read, because I was able to follow the story along. Once I was able to put the words with the story, it gave me the full picture and led me to reading books.
I had a friend who suggested I do a coloring book on a topic she was really passionate about because she saw me drawing stuff to do with it. And then I put out that coloring book and people bought it, and I realized there might be a market here.
I've always drawn all my life. What really got me excited a lot was when the new influx of the Japanese style manga books came in.
As a kid, I had a learning disability, and one of the things that my grandparents did was get me into reading comics. And through that, I've actually have overcome that learning disability.
It's kind of more story driven than some of the other kind of run and kill each other games. So you're framing people for murder, you're setting up dynamite to explode a building.
That's one of the most exciting things about the con is the people, and so we're so appreciative of people who mark this on their calendars and make it a part of their year every summer.
Celebrating the Panhandle spirit, Larry Lemmons, ABC7 News.